Hi guys, and blessings to you. Today I just was thinking that it would be a good idea. I love to interact, and I love to know what your answered prayers. If you've had prayer is big. It is big. It is powerful. So, I was just wondering if any of you out there have had, I'm sure you have had some answers to prayers, and I'd love to hear about it. I'd love for you to be able to share it here in the comments below. And I just was just wondering about how your prayer life, and is there any special way that you pray? Do you go to a prayer closet? Do you go outside and pray? Do you pray at night, in the morning? I find that the best time of prayer is in the morning, first thing when I wake up. I feel like the first thing when I wake up, I like to say, "Good morning, Jesus," and I like to say, I know that you are going to bless me today with something good. You're going to bless me today in some way. And I also have been learning to pray that, say, Lord, I know that you're going to bless me with, not only with good for me, but you're also going to bless me. Something's going to flow from me, good for others. I did learn that from Joyce Myers in one of her sermons. It's so important to proclaim that first thing in the morning. And then also, I pray throughout the day. I haven't been this way always, but I tend to just like pray with God or talk with God. It's not always necessarily like praying with my eyes closed or praying, where you're just really just talking to God in that way. I also pray all throughout the day. It's just like God is my best friend. God is always there for me. And it's not only where I used to before. I used to just pray when something was wrong, or just when I was afraid. And now I've learned to just He's with me all the time. I pray all the time. So I talk all the time. And I could be driving down the street, or if there's an accident, I'll just pray over everything and everybody's okay. I pray for His holy presence to be there. And I'll pray if I see somebody that's in a wheelchair or somebody that is elderly, and I'll pray over I'll just pray for them as I'm going along. So I'm praying throughout the day, but I'm also praying and praising and talking to Him and singing and worshiping, through some music and just my thoughts. And especially when I go for my morning prayer walk. I call it my morning prayer walk because it's my time with God. It is almost like my meditation time with God. And, I just give it all over to Him. Some days I'll have more, I just might be feeling heavy laden, where you just feel like the stress of the world or a stress of schedule, or just worries or concerns. And I just feel like that is the best time through my walk. And sometimes I end up walking like 3 miles, and I'm like, wow, this time has gone. The whole time I'm there praying and talking to God and praying for people. And I just feel so blessed and relaxed by the time I get back. And I'm really walking fast, and I'm like not realizing, I extend it because I'm like, okay, I got more on my mind. I got more to say. And by the time I finish, I'm like, I've done almost 3.5 miles of a prayer time with God. So I really think that God really does like that. He likes us to acknowledge Him, and we were created for Him. And I believe that it grows. It's like a flower or plant that you water it and it starts to grow. So I think that that's how I feel like how we are. The more we love Jesus, the more we can love like Jesus, and the more that we can serve Jesus. And I think that it doesn't make us invincible to having disappointments, or not anything happening or that's going to make us sad, or we're not going to have, it doesn't mean we're not going to have a bad day, or we're not going to feel mad. It just means that we're going to be more receptive when we are feeling that way, who to turn to, what to ask the Lord for, and to always know that we can always ask for His protection, because the devil, the enemy, is always ready to pounce. And especially if we're tired, if we're hungry. I know that happens to me when I'm probably the most vulnerable, is when I'm tired, I went to bed late, or I just go, and then I find myself really tired. I get irritable, or I might snap, or, hungry. I'll be grouchy and tired, and it's just not good. It's setting yourself up for the devil to pounce on you and just, really make you feel even worse, even more miserable, and get mad at people, or just be grouchy and grumpy. I know from my own experience. So I feel that my daily walk with him throughout the day, and like daily food of the Spirit, of his word, his scriptures, his words that he has for us in prayer, and all of that, I feel that is what helps me through the day. Just like with my eating, when I eat, if I skip in between, then I find myself that I'm hungry, I'm desperate to eat, and then I find that I'm grumpy and grouchy. And so when I eat and spread it out through the day with good foods, like my fruits and my vegetables and my water and all that intake, when I spread it out through the day, I find that I don't get that way. And I find that I'm much more set up, so that I'm not going to be attacked by the enemy, because I'm going to be on guard. I'm going to watch those little potholes, or those deep, what do you call it? The deep, where you fall into a pit and you just like, oh gosh, here I am. I already blew up. I'm upset at everybody. I'm mad. I'm grouchy. And, I'm not really feeling the love of Christ right now, because I don't look like I am. I'm not representing him, because I've not prepared. So being prepared, armoring yourself first thing in the morning through prayer, getting ready for the day. Take Jesus wherever you go. He's here in your mind. He's here in the words and the music that you hear. And the same do with your food. Make sure that you're feeding the fruit of the Spirit yourself, that you are feeding the words of God and Christ in your heart. But not only that, is that you are eating foods that are going to keep you going, that are going to make you feel good, that are going to make you feel strong. Fresh fruits, berries, just cherries, whatever, vegetables, carrot sticks and celery sticks. Take that on the go, so that you find yourself renewed, refreshed with the foods that you're powering yourself with as well. All right, that is the nugget for the day.